In this recording, we're going to learn how to find quotients of complex numbers in polar form. So similar to how we found the products, there is a relevant formula. So I might give you a question similar to this, where we're finding the quotient of z divided by w. Both numbers are in complex polar form. So as you might imagine, the formula for finding the quotient of z1 divided by z2 is a lot like the formula for the product. All right, so z1 divided by z2, well, instead of multiplying the r values, we're going to divide them. Okay, and of course, because division is not commutative, we have to be careful about the order. So it's the radius of the first complex number divided by the second. And then just like we added the angles when we found the product, we're going to subtract the angles. So it's okay, so again, we're dividing the radii and then subtracting the angles. We do need to be careful about the order here. And of course, when we're doing this quotient, we have to say that z2 cannot be equal to 0, because if we're dividing by 0, obviously that's no good. So here's our formula, and I'd like to apply it here, or have you apply it. Why don't you give it a shot? Now you've got your formula. Why don't you apply it to find the quotient of z divided by w? Play the recording when you're ready. Okay, so hopefully you did so. It looks something like this. We're going to divide the radii and then subtract in order the angles. Okay, and again, to find the cosine of negative 270 degrees, or the sine of negative 270, we could use a calculator. We can also just remember on our unit circle, negative 270 degrees takes me clockwise up to that point where we have 0, 1. So the cosine, we'll start with that, is 0. So that whole thing, that term is a 0. The sine at negative 270 is a 1. So that's a 1i. And of course, the coefficient is a 1. So the final form is I. I'm going to put a box around it because this is rectangular form, and let's label that. Thanks for watching.